Okay, so what is up, everybody? Today we've got a new, older pistol. So this is definitely not brand new. Um, this is the Ruger P-98. It is a metal frame pistol, chambered in 9mm, parabellum, 9x19. So Ruger P-98. It comes with a rubber hoe grip. I believe these are changeable. I'm not sure how yet, but it is a hammer-fired pistol. We've got let's go ahead. Chamber is clear and empty. We've got a safety that is also a decocker, so that's cool. We've got, let's check out our trigger pull here. It's back there, a little bit of a squishy wall, or squishiness to the wall right there. Kind of a heavier, very, very crisp break though. Let's see about that reset. Right there. Okay. So, I've been wanting this pistol for a while. When I first got into guns, I was leaning towards the cheaper side of things, which ended up leading me into, Taurus, G2C, and cheaper Glock builds and stuff. But this is one of the ones I was looking at. Well, I think most of what I was looking at was the P95, which is basically the same thing with a polymer grip. And I was finding those for probably sometimes less than $200. And I started to, learn more and kind of want to get away from cheaper stuff, so I never ended up getting one. And as I've come further along in the gun world, I have learned that these are actually, just because they were cheap, they are not bad quality. These actually have a reputation for being very reliable, very accurate, and obviously very durable. This one is, stainless steel and I believe an aluminum frame. We've got a little bit of rust in the mag well, and there was a rusty mag that came with it. Everything else, though, if you look, we've got shiny new chrome. Let me really see the chamber in there, but that's all very bright and shiny. See a little bit of dirt back in the crevices down there, but other than that, it's a pretty nice pistol. Of course, there's a lot of scratches from several different types of wear. It's a little beat up, got a ding right here in the aluminum frame. One of the cooler things that I didn't expect this to have is an ambidextrous mag release, which it is kind of weird. Instead of pressing it straight in, you press it forward and it pops out, but it has one on the other side too, so you can pop it from either side, and it's not a side notch, it's a little notch in the center that holds it. So both of those work that. It's got a little tether here. I'll probably never use that, but it's kind of vibey, not gonna lie. I mean, this whole pistol is kind of vibey, not gonna lie. It's got this like 1911-ish front end. It is chunky. It's a chunky boy, okay? But it feels good. Feels good in the hand. Sights look really good on it. Great sight picture. The barrel is chunky, so I mean, I'm imagining it would handle some plus P's. Which, I mean, it doesn't take much to handle plus P, I suppose, but we've got here this magazine, I believe. I don't remember, but I think this holds 15 rounds. This is more of a full-size gun, obviously. This, boy, it is chunky up here. You can see how thin a pistol normally is, but right here it gets wide. And then up here is very wide, I wouldn't say blocky because it has some beautiful curves in there, but that thing is just chunky. It's chunky, okay? But this thing is really cool. I don't know if this is just dirty because while it seems like it's supposed to be gray, it kind of has this like OD greenish kind of look. So I don't know if it's just dirty. We'll get it cleaned up and wiped down with some oil and see what she looks like after that. Definitely going to have to find some different mags. This one does seem to be, functioning perfectly. Smooth. No creaky spring noises. It's got plenty of tension. But there is some surface rust on that bad boy, which has transferred into the magazine well of the gun. In certain places, oh my god, that's some crud. There's some built up stuff in there. I don't like that. I touched it. Anywho, that is the first look at my new Ruger, not new, but new to me, Ruger 9x19, a Ruger 98 9x19. It is made in Southport, Connecticut, USA, by Sturm Ruger and Co. Incorporated. It's got a nice little warning thing here, your numbers. Ruger P-98. You've got your neat little Ruger bird logo down here on the bottom. Got the Hogue grips. I may try to figure out how to swap these if it's doable on this version and put some wood grips in there, just because I think that would be even more vibier. But this Hogue grip does feel great. I'm not normally a super huge fan of like finger grooves, but this does fit my hand just about perfect. I really am liking the feel of this thing. Now this is probably a little heavy for concealed carry, so that won't happen. Obviously it doesn't have a light rail either, and so unless I could get a light rail mounted, I wouldn't concealed carry this gun anyways. I don't even know how to take this thing apart quite yet, so I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to educate myself a little bit first, though it does seem like a pretty simple thing, not going to lie. I think it's probably, it's probably similar to a Beretta 92. Okay. Ooh. Why? It was very smooth when I first started doing that, and then it started getting kind of rough. I'm not understanding. I don't like that. Hopefully that goes away with a little bit of cleaning and oil, because what the fuck? Yeah, that is not the slide lock holding that back. So, I'm going to oil this thing up and then probably take it for a few test shots. Yeah, and hopefully I can record that for you guys. Got this, decock it real quick, safety decocker. This is neat. Slide stop is in a little bit of an odd spot, so I can't get it with my thumb, but of course, when your hand's up here, it'd be just as easy to do this. Or, like the old regular everyday citizen move would be to just wreck that bitch again. And while there's no front serrations, you've got this lip here that gives you solid grip. Anyways, guys, that is my new gun. My new old gun. So this particular pistol right here was